What is up everyone, it's me Dan here, and today I'm going to be doing my top 5 most anticipated games of 2018. Now of course with 2018 I promised I was going to do more gaming content, and that starts now with the games that I'm looking forward to the most releasing this year. Now a few rules to bear in mind with this list is of course it's going to be my own personal opinion, and also I will only be including games on this list that either have a confirmed 2018 release date or games that I personally believe will stand a high chance of releasing this year. So games such as Death Stranding, The Last of Us Part 2, or Ghost of Tsushima. Games that don't have a release date and seem quite far off in development won't be on this list. They'll be in their own separate video that I will eventually do. And also before we get in there, I want to mention a few honorable mentions. These are games that I am still looking forward to this year, but for me I'm not as confident in, so I decided to omit them from this list. So those games will be Far Cry 5, Detroit Become Human, and Days Gone. So with that all being said, let's get into my top 5 most anticipated games of 2018. I think it's fair to say that EA's E3 press conference last year left much to be desired, with a lack of games that really got me excited to see what they can offer in 2018. The one exception to this, however, was A Way Out, which is the new game made by Hazelight Studios, who were responsible for Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. From the creative mastermind that is, of course, Josef Fares, who clearly is very passionate about this game and has a lot of enthusiasm whenever he speaks about it.
There are like passionate people, there are crazy people, and there is me. I'm so passionate to be here. Look, the Oscars should fuck themselves up. This is the shit. Okay, can you swear here? Can you swear? Okay, fuck the Oscars, you know? Fuck the Oscars! Fuck you! I'll tell you, this is bullshit.
It's bullshit. And considering the game will be a split screen co-op only experience where you have to play with a friend, it's a very interesting concept, and it's definitely unlike what you see in most modern games today, with the amount of promises that Josef Fares has also made with this game as well, with the fact that it's going to be this really action heavy game but also have this great story behind it, be a very linear experience, and the fact that a friend can play the game with you for absolutely free is amazing, and I have no idea how we managed to make EA allow that to happen. But when you add all of those things together, I'm really excited for what A Way Out could potentially do. I really hope it brings this re-emergence of these more linear story-driven games, and especially with this co-op element, it's very interesting to me. I'm definitely excited to see where he goes with it and whether the concept in itself will actually work in game. So for that reason, A Way Out, I'm definitely excited for it. Definitely deserves its place at number 5. I've always been a big fan of the Metro series, and I feel like the first 2 games were very underrated. In fact, you can actually get them now on the PS Store for like £7, I believe, which is incredible. So of course, when Metro Exodus was shown off at Microsoft's E3 press conference last year, it stunned me. It was a fantastic looking game. Sure, the demo was a bit scripted, but I'm really excited for this game because I love the other games. I think they're criminally underrated, and this one just looks really good. Just with the whole setting that they've shown off so far, it just looks so intriguing. And I mean, the fact that I love the other Metro games just for their world building and the graphics and just the gameplay in itself, I really think that Metro Exodus could be a bit of a sleeper hit. I don't think this game is going to sell exactly well because the other games weren't exactly massive fire hits, but I would love this game to sell well because it just looks so intriguing. It definitely has my attention. And it just really looks like the kind of game that I'm probably going to really enjoy playing this year. I'm a big comic books nerd, of course. You guys will probably know that from the amount of times that I cover Arrow on this channel. So it's no lie that I'm really excited for Marvel's Spider-Man, which will of course be a PS4 exclusive, which makes me so happy because, damn, I'm excited for this game. Just the gameplay itself and what they've shown off, it just looks to be a really solid game. I mean, considering it's going to be made by Insomniac, who have of course previously made the Ratchet and Clank games, which were very, very fun games to play in my opinion. I played the reboot/remake game when it released in 2016, and I really enjoyed it. It was a really fun game, and with Marvel's Spider-Man, it just looks as good, if not even better. It just looks so good. I like how it's taking some influence from, you know, Rocksteady's Arkham series, you know, for Batman, but integrating it in a way where it doesn't feel like it's being ripped off. It looks very interesting. The only thing that has me slightly worried is some of the graphics in the game do look a little bit iffy, and also the QuickTime events that we saw in the demo last year do have me a little bit worried, but I think hopefully those things will be ironed out come when this game releases in the summer. I just can't wait for this game. I'm really excited for it, and I'm just happy that we've actually got like a comic book licensed game that's an exclusive to a console. Like, that in itself is just crazy to me. I love the original Red Dead Redemption. I absolutely adore it. It's probably in my top, I want to say 5 best games of all time that I've ever played. So Red Dead 2 has been a long time coming, but it's finally here. Or at least I think it's going to release this year, because knowing frickin' Rockstar, they probably will delay this game. But I would love to see this game come out in 2018, because I'm so excited for it. I know a lot of people weren't a big fan of the second trailer that was released for the game. I quite enjoyed it. I thought it looked very cool. I'm just hyped for it just because it's Red Dead and Rockstar, and we know that these guys can just make amazing games. The amount of love and respect that the original Red Dead Redemption had, just on that alone, I'm excited for this game. But from what they've shown off as well, the fact that it'll be a prequel and that the world will apparently be almost twice as big as the one that was in, you know, the first game, I'm really excited for this. I really can't wait for it. I mean, like I said, it's Rockstar. These guys know how to make a brilliant open world. And if they can make a story that's as good as the original Red Dead Redemptions, then I think this sequel could definitely be one of the biggest hits of the year. Granted, as long as it actually does release this year, but fingers crossed that will be the case, because I'm really looking forward to it. I'm pretty sure most guys at Gaming It's Cool will probably figure this one out and call me a copycat for copying their #1, but I had to go with it because I'm really excited for it, and that is, of course, God of War. God of War, I really am looking forward to. I love the God of War games, just the combat in itself and how satisfying it was. Short, quick time events, but they were just so enjoyable. But the reason this game goes to #1 for me personally, not only is because of the fact that it's going to be releasing fairly early this year. Like, I still can't get my head around the fact that this game will probably be out in 3 months' time. It's still crazy to think for me personally, but the thing that really interests me is just how different of a game it feels, and that's what I love, is the fact that Sony Santa Monica is taking these risks and changes with the God of War series, and I really do admire that. You know, this whole aspect they're going with the father-son dynamic, you know, making the game more story-heavy from what it seems based on the trailers. I really enjoy that. I think that is definitely going to work in the favor of this game and helping it, you know, stand out and be this different kind of game. Also with a different, you know, mythology as well. Of course, in the previous game, we had Greek mythology. This is going to be Norse mythology. So I'm really looking forward to it, because although it's God of War, it feels like the series is actually trying its best to reinvent itself. And that's the reason it's going to #1, because I admire that stuff. I admire when games take risks, when they change. And from what I've seen of God of War, it just looks really good. And because of my love of the previous games, including Ascension, I know some people aren't the biggest fan of that game, but I liked Ascension personally. I'm just really excited for this game, and I would probably not be surprised if this ends up being my game of the year, because I'm just really psyched for it, and I cannot wait for this game to release earlier on this year. It's just so good to have such a big game released so early, and yeah, definitely a worthy #1 on this list. So those are the 5 games that I'm the most excited for this year. Of course, let me know in the comment section down below what yours are. There might be some that I've missed on this list that you're really interested in, so as I said, let me know down below. If you're checking out my channel for the first time, make sure to hit the subscribe button and leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll hope to see you again next time.